In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at Thomas Sorber, which is him right there, and what he is going to be able to bring to OKC and why they picked him in this year's NBA draft. Well, number one is he is very good at defense, and his vision when it comes to passing is extremely elite. So, those two things right there we are going to look at today. And, of course, if you want to become a great center or shooting guard, make sure to go check out the shooting guard and center blueprints that are down in the description below. However, what we can see right here, Thomas Sorber being an absolute beast on defense, being able to go straight up. Anytime that you can jump straight up on defense with your hands straight above your head, as we can see right here, you're not going to get called for the foul. And yes, while his arms do come down at the end, he makes contact with the ball and the ball only, which means that this is a block and not a foul, and that is because he went straight up. You just basically need to make the offensive player's life difficult. In this next clip, he is playing perimeter defense on a pretty quick offensive player right here. However, what he's able to do is he's able to direct that player where he wants him to go by having fast feet. However, at the same time, he is using his chest right there to direct where he wants that player to go. He is not giving a free path to the basket. You can be aggressive when you're on defense, and how you do that is by jumping straight up, as we see right here, which allows him to block that shot. However, by going straight up, you are not getting a foul call. Again, fantastic defense right here. If you want to be a great defensive player, you really need to learn from Thomas Sorber, because what he does right here is elite. He's able to direct where he wants that player to go, gets his chest in that lane to the basket so that he cuts off that lane, using his chest, getting his feet planted to the ground. This is how you play defense. And then he is able to play strong. Yes, he puffs his chest out to those referees that say that you get fouls when you puff your chest out. That is not true. And then he puts his hands straight up. This is how you play defense. You just need to make that offensive player's life a living hell. That is all you need to do. And when that player brings that ball down to his waist and he tries to lift up into a shot, because he exposes the ball right there, Thomas Sorber is able to hack down. While with lesser experienced refs at the youth level, you may get called for a foul for this. However, at this level or at any elite level, high school, prep high school, whatever, this will not be a call to foul. He is exposing the ball at his waist. Hand is also part of the ball. And yes, he gets stripped right there. Now watch this read right here. This is why I say everyone needs to get the center blueprint, because if you get the center blueprint, you are going to be able to make reads like this. So Thomas Sorber sets this screen right here. The screen is used. The defense tries to blitz that screen. They try to blitz the ball handler. When they do that, Thomas Sorber rolls off extremely quickly to try and get himself open. Point guard smart, he goes over top, gets the ball to Thomas Sorber. Defense is now triangled up because they have double-teamed that ball handler, which means that somebody needs to be open. Very good that Thomas Sorber has a teammate who is also very smart, who is cutting backdoor. Thomas Sorber is able to make that read, makes that quick bounce pass to his teammate, who is able to finish at the rim. By being able to get that read off of a play like this, getting that ball into the high post and making the read right away of a man on your team cutting to the rim instead of just trying to attack your man yourself, this is extremely high basketball IQ that he possesses. Now, getting that ball into that low post. When he gets that ball into the low post, he lands on 2 feet. Fantastic. That's what you need to do in the low post. He's able to take that one dribble, makes contact, but watch what happens. He collects the eyes of every single player on that other team. He's now creating a double team in the post, which means that you are not going to score. You need to be able to kick that ball out to the perimeter in some way. And he's able to do that right here. He's got a player who is now getting open, gets the open shot. Fantastic. Yes, the shot is made. Fantastic vision again by Thomas Sorber. This is almost Jokic-like. So if he actually plays like this in the NBA, this is very similar to Jokic. As soon as a double team comes, guess what? There has to be somebody open. So a double team comes right there. When that double team comes, there's a player who cuts backdoor and a player who lifts to the three-point line. Now he needs to be able to make the read. Being able to make the correct read is important. Is he going to be able to pass to the low post, or is he going to pass out to the perimeter? Well, the low post has the open window to the basket, so you might as well pass to the low post for that dunk. If you want to become a better, stronger, smarter center, make sure to go check out the center blueprint that is down in the description below. I'll see you guys again in my next video.